Okay. Here we go. And action.
I'm an officer of the law who serves and protects the people. You're nothing but a corrupt cop. I've been covering your ass for way too long, but that shit that you pulled last week at the club, that was it for me. You really think I'm gonna let that bribe slip by? You better think once again, because I'm gonna take you down with all the evidence I have. So you can kiss your badge goodbye. See?
Just take it twice. You're up. Go deeper on the second one. Don't try to recreate it, guys, the second time. Take chances the second time. If you feel like you did it well the first time, go ahead and take some chances. You guys were all pretty good about keeping it 30 seconds, so take a big chance the second time. Because you never know, you might get an interesting one line out of it. Action.
I'm an officer of the law who serves and protects the people. You're nothing but a corrupt cop. I've been covering your ass for way too long. And that shit that you pulled last week, that was it for me. You think I'm really gonna let that bribe you made me slip by? You better think again, because I have all the evidence I need to turn you in. So you can kiss your badge goodbye.
Good.
See?
You go from one line to the first one, and in that second take there, when you were taking a chance, it was more interesting.
Cool.
You gave yourself permission to be more interesting. Now that being said, don't go like, well, I'll just do it on the first take and go buck wild on the first take, because that won't be the same for all you guys. Some of you guys, if you go buck wild, you want to be in the shot. Okay, so good job. You are wrapped. Whoever's going next.
Hey guys, see you next
You
time.
guys wrap as you guys are finishing this one. Quick as you can, guys. Camera's still rolling, so we're just going to have you jump in. Who's next? Who wants to go next? Yeah, if there's no specific order people want to go in, it works better for me if people roughly the same height go, because this one's more or less the same shot. Okay, here we go. You're new to the desert, so this will sound weird, but lick your lips a little bit. All you guys that are used to the desert, your lips get dry.
Yeah, I had to buy some of this shit.
And then you'll be addicted to chapstick. That's the cycle of pain now.
Is it? Is it?
Now chapstick's got your business.
Yeah. Big chapsticks got me.
Your big chapstick's got
chapstick.
you now.
Fucking big chapstick.
Okay, here we go, guys. Standing by. Then I'm gonna get you focused where you kind of land, and then we'll lock it up from there. So here we go. And
David, listen to me. You're not listening to me. They have another guy in there, okay? Another hand model. I get here, they tell me to wait with the background, and then I grab a shot list, and this guy's name is on every single shot. I don't know who he is. He's some kind of local, some guy named Justin or something. But the point is this, you need to call Mona and get me a higher rate. If I'm gonna teach this guy, I need a higher rate. Am I being fired? Is that what's happening here? You're my fucking agent, David. Call Mona. I'm sorry. Call Mona and find out what's happening, okay? Please.
on this last one, just really connect to it, really talk to it, maybe even add one or two lines of improv to freshen it up. You kind of have a rhythm, you're doing it in a way. Good news, it's not a bad way. It's the same way you did it before, though. Now just break the way you did it, because you already had it that way. There's a logic to doing it this way, guys. It's an editor's kind of logic, but you already executed it one way. Why would you want it the same way twice on the same age? It's kind of why you don't ever want to do the same take exactly the same way. It doesn't mean you do the props different. It doesn't mean you change your feet. It doesn't mean you change big shit. But as far as the way you're giving them the interpretation, as long as you're sure the camera doesn't fail, as long as you're sure they're executing the shot. There's times where they'll say it's a dolly shot, and they'll go, just keep doing what you're doing because we blew the shot. And in that case, you might want to stay consistent because you like the way you're doing it. But if it's just something easy like this, and the camera's hit no miss, and you did it once one way and it was fine, try it a different way. Here we go.
David, listen to me, okay? You're not listening to me. There's another guy here. There is another hand model upstairs right now. Okay, I got here, they told me to wait with the background. The background, David. I'm supposed to be at the lead of this shoot, okay? I need you to call Mona, because if I'm supposed to teach this new guy how to do this job, I need a higher rate. I don't know what the hell's going on here, but you're my agent, David. So I need you to call Mona. Thank you.
Real quick, run it back back to the middle again. Instead of saying a higher rate, say, I will do this for any price. I'm such a passionate artist. Just try it that way.
From where? From the beginning or from that line?
Try it from the beginning, but switch it around. Instead of trying to get the higher rate, go for zero. You know what Jim Carrey's paycheck is? Zero. Do you know Jim Carrey's had zero paycheck since Yes Men? You know what you made from Yes Men? $36.5 million. How do you get zero and make $36.5 million? He bets on himself. He had 30% of the box office. He has 30% ownership in his projects. His paycheck's zero. Bets on himself. So that's an attractive quality. That's also why they made Yes Men, because he was on straight flops. Let's see, it takes the music. Might have got zero. Here we go. And one more time, so flip that over upside down. Action.
David, listen to me, okay? You're not listening to me. They have another guy upstairs, another hand model. I get here, the AD tells me to wait with the background, okay? I need you to get on the phone with Mona and explain to her that I need this job. I don't care. They can cut my rate in half. It doesn't matter. But I am the Arby's hand model. That's a fact. I've been doing this job for 4 years. And what, they're just going to replace me on the last day of the shoot? Jesus. I'm sorry. Just call Mona and tell her I'll do it. We can cut the rate. That's fine.
Let's see that. Say it and say it. Let's see that guy grip a big beef and cheddar without getting any cheese under his fingernails. Let's see him do it. Go.
David, are you listening to me? Are you listening to me right now? There's another guy up there, okay? There's another hand model. When I got here, the AD told me to wait with the background. That's insane. I look at the shot list and he's the head talent on every single shot. Are you kidding? I need you to call Mona. Tell her we'll cut the rate. It doesn't matter. Have you seen the way I grabbed the beef and cheddar and just set it down like that? This guy's not gonna do that. He's gonna shake. It's gonna be crazy. They can't get that shot. So just do me a favor.
Real quick pause. This is how you do it. Seriously, stay right in it. Don't look down when you did it because you wouldn't be able to use that because it's just your chin, it's just your forehead and your eyebrows. Stay looking at him, and when they call out a line, this is the Judd Apatow way of working. You don't have to do the whole thing over again. Just look him in the eye and say this line. Do you think he'll be able to grip a beef and cheddar without getting cheese under his fingernails?
David, do you think he's going to be able to grip a beef and cheddar without getting cheese under his fingernails? Seriously? Now call Mona.
I'm going to try it one more time, and this is what you do it. Punch fingernails.
Fingernails.
Fingernails away since he's a punchline. But change it to cuticles.
Okay.
And say on his cuticles. Action.
Do you think he's going to be able to grip a beef and cheddar and not get cheese on his cuticles? David, seriously? What you need to do is call Mona and cut the rate. Just cut it, man.
Yeah, one more time, man. I just showed you guys what a serious thing to say. Do you think he's going to be able to grip a beef and cheddar without getting cheese on his cuticles? We both know the answer.
David, do you think this guy's going to be able to grip a beef and cheddar and not get cheese on his cuticles? Because we both know the answer to that. And it's no.
So then, since you got the editing, you can cut in, you can use that one. So you just got to play with it. Good job, good job.
Right.
And that's not the most organic way of acting, but if you punch in for that line, that will actually get a laugh. That's ridiculous. Good work. So you are wrapped, but welcome to stay. Whoever's next, come jump in, please. Jump in, whoever's next. By the way, as we're going, you are wrapped, but also welcome to stay and observe and hang out and catch little tidbits. Remember, guys, this is week 3, so next week is sign-up week. You do me a favor, we're actually with this group, we're fairly full in that space. So if you're signing up for the next cycle, there will be a next cycle for sure. There might even be one after that. I would doubt there's going to be more than 2, because then we start running into Christmas and all that stuff. And I'm going to go find out, I'm going to go move into Josh Brolin's name. Josh Brolin just moved to Atlanta. Most of the major movie stars are buying houses in Atlanta. They're showing them on Facebook now where they go, Josh Brolin's $11 million house in Beverly Hills and his $3.5 million house in Atlanta. That one in Atlanta is like an aerial photograph, and you're like, is that a Hilton or is that, no, that's his house? And the one that's 11.5 in LA is just like, you're like, it's kind of a Spanish style bungalow? I don't know. So, you know, it's starting to happen, guys, and I don't know. Ben Shapiro's leaving LA, and that's sort of all you need to know. He's such an LA guy. I mean, when Adam Carolla goes, you're just gonna go, shit. Everybody's leaving who's from LA.
Kind of saying something, but also not really saying something.
But that's, so we'll have a couple, but yeah, come ready to sign up next week. Boy, everybody's still in focus, looking crispy. All right, here we go. Well, the focus is crispy. I guess people don't
Extra
want to
crispy.
People don't want to look crispy. Shots. Okay, here we go. And it's Danny, guys, and Ashley.
I can't believe that I'm seeing you again. I really never thought that this was going to happen. I finally get to tell you that I've been in love with you this whole time. I love you. I love you.
Okay, this next take, add a reason why that's super specific.
Okay. You finally came back from California? I've been waiting for this for so long. I can't believe that you're standing here right now. I've missed you so much. I love you. I just want to let you know that I love you so much.
Now, really think of it from your real life. Like, I did this when I was actually filming something with an actor one time, and I said, say something specific. They were doing like breakup scene. I said, say something really specific from your own life, and he started tearing up right away, and he goes, do you remember when we were at the grocery store and we looked at the conveyor belt, and the person had green beans and they had cream, and he listed all these ingredients. He goes, we both looked up, looked at each other, and at the same time we said green bean casserole. We guessed what the person was buying. And it was like this weird moment. And it was so specific to like his own deal. I was like, oh yeah, that's, and I'm not saying pull out something that specific.
You want me to
Hardball.
cry? Is that what you're saying?
Well, it's not even that he cried, it's just that it was a little bit misty, and it was this thing of where you kind of went, I don't know why, that feels, everyone totally identifies with green bean casserole on a conveyor belt, and someone who gets it at the same time. This is a weird little domestic thing. Pick something, if you can, just do it one last time, and pick something that kind of just is a unique thing that only maybe you remember, or even if you're making it up, make it specific. Here we go, looking. By the way, your actual boyfriend's here. Jump in real quick. He's right there. He's like, sure you don't want to go with Billy? I mean, like, yeah, jump in with Billy. Yeah. Now if you can't do something specific, this just turned into Dr. Phil, not real shoot. Okay. Here we go. Here we go.
I can't believe that you're here. Okay, hold on.
Check coming in. And action.
Wow, I can't believe that you're here. I never thought that I was going to see you again. I didn't think that we were going to ever talk again after we had the fight. I just want to let you know that I love you so much. I love you.
Good, that's good. That's sweet. Now, Karen, get in there. Let's see if she's a real actress, if she can do it just as good as you. But there you go. There you go. Now, then that's the substitution thing. Whoever's next, jump on in. That's where you want to do the substitutions, and you can do it with people that aren't even there. All right. And you can kind of choose your eye lines, guys. If something makes a little more sense, like that did. Get toes right on the sandbag. Okay. And then let's see, looking at Billy. Hold him nice and still. Here we go. Looks pretty good. Yeah, you're gonna want to hold that for him. Okay, here we go. Everybody settle. Quiet, please. Here we go. And action.
I came across something so scandalous today. I have to tell somebody about it. If I tell you this information, do you think you can keep it quiet? If not, we could both be killed. I want you to know the seriousness of the situation.
Stay in it, don't move. Do it one more time. Be a little bit more specific about what you found and amp up the importance of it. And action.
Something so scandalous went across my desk today. They found bullion gold that the government's been hiding. I feel like this is our chance to make our move, and I find it a highly sensitive subject, and I hope you do too.
And do it one more time from the top. Change it from gold to something else and keep the basic shape of it, but just give it more seriousness. And action.
I came across something so scandalous today, I have to tell somebody about it. I trust you more than anyone I trust in the world. If you find this interesting or want to help and know it's a serious matter, then we should move forward.
One more time. And throw in something about space-based weapons. Go.
I had something so scandalous come across my desk today. It's all about SpaceX and Tesla. Very confidential situation. If you're interested and you understand how sensitive these subjects are, we could be killed if we let that leak.
Go. I don't know if I take a shot at Tesla. You go to space-based weapons, you go Tesla. Okay. But he didn't launch a car. That's a weapon. Come on in. Whoever's next, jump on in quick as you can. We're still rolling.
I knew I couldn't trust muscle.
He threw a car in space. A car's a weapon.
Yeah?
Cars kill more people a year than a lot of other things.
Yeah,
Cars
you
are
can
deadly.
fire at some-
Driving car.
I'm gonna get it.
Okay, here we go. All right, toes on the back.
Flux capacitor right there. Thing, son of a bitch.
That's right. Oh boy. It's the flight path.
The airport's busy. There's an airplane every couple of minutes.
It's Sunday night. That's when everybody. That's a big flight time.
Good thing about this.
Yeah. Yeah. Abductions.
They're pretty quiet.
Yeah, they're quiet. Okay. Yeah, stand up nice and straight because if you slouch at all, it changes that frame. Here we go. And
You lost the key? How could you lose the key? I watched you put it in your pocket. You had one responsibility, Alex. What are we gonna do now? We're gonna have to break into our own shop. Landlord's gonna kill us, man. Just really wish you would take responsibility for one thing in your life. Look, I know Dad asked me to take care of you, and I'm trying. I'm trying my best, but you're testing my patience, man. And I don't have much left.
say, I covered up for you when you used to pleasure yourself in the basement next to the wheat storage. Well, it's not even so specific to say
It is.
You lost the key? How could you lose the key? I watched you put it in your pocket. You had one responsibility, Alex. What are we gonna do now? We're gonna have to break into the shop. Landlord's gonna kill us. Wish you would take responsibility for one thing in your life. Man, I covered for you when you were pleasuring yourself. Man, I covered for you when you were pleasuring yourself in the barn next to the wheat.
Lock it up. Hold it real straight. Lock
Man, I covered for you when you were pleasuring yourself in the barn next to the wheat. I covered for you, man. And this is how you repay me? You forget the key? Look, I know Dad asked me to take care of you. And I'm trying, man, but you're testing my patience. And I don't have much left. I'm running out.
Good, good. Switch it out. That's the way a lot of comedies are getting made now. They have like 5 writers just sitting around just throwing shit. Whoever's going next, jump in quick as you can because we're still rolling. Burning footage. Do it. Yeah, so the idea is we want to be as locked up as we can, but we'll always laugh. But we're way off mic. And if you keep a straight face when we're laughing, they can cinch it out. But if you laugh, the thing to do is just lock it up. That scene in The Wedding Crashers where he says, lock it up, and then you lock it up, it's a film term. I guarantee Owen Wilson looked like he was about to laugh, and Vince Vaughn was just like, lock it up. And they weren't even thinking that would make the movie. It just became this exchange. It was interesting in school, and it made the movie, even though they're using the film term. Because Owen Wilson's if you watch that, Owen Wilson's smiling, and Vince Vaughn goes, hey, lock it up. And Owen Wilson goes, no, you lock it up. Almost, they weren't even thinking they would use that product. They were just thinking, yeah, let's be serious. Because if you laugh at it, it's weird. Yeah, it's similar with stand-up. Sometimes, I don't know, stand-up you can get away with laughing a little bit, but I don't know. I like comedians that don't laugh at their stuff either sometimes. Or at the very least, if they're gonna laugh, they're trying not to. Here we go. And action.
Thanks for coming outside with me. I just couldn't stay in there any longer. 3 days I was in that hospital by his side. 3 days. The doctors keep telling me he's going to be okay, but he's still in a coma. I don't know what I'm going to do if he doesn't make it. I just don't know what I'm going to do. But I'd better get back inside. He's going to need me when he wakes up. Come on, let's go back in.
Now you have a very sort of modern one. I love the sacred and the profane. So this time say, the doctor said there's a 30% chance his urethra could break off and go straight into his heart. Now I know this is serious, but in a weird way, if you can sell that, it's no different. It's still the same personal thing. But if you can sell that with a joke too, I don't know. I'm sick. I like it. The Coen Brothers kind of tell like Fargo. It is. Fargo, a guy's in a wood chipper, and it's very sour, but it's also very funny. Here we go. Doctor said there's a 30% chance his urethra could break off and go straight into his heart.
Thanks for coming outside with me. I just couldn't stay in there any longer. 3 days I spent inside that hospital by his side. 3 days. The doctors have told me his urethra might break off and lodge into his heart. I don't know what I'll do if he doesn't make it. I just don't know what I'm going to do. So I got to get back inside. He'll need me if he does wake up. Come on, let's go in. We shall see.
The option's the important part. Okay, good. Who's next? Okay, here we go. And action.
You want me to do what? Let me get this straight. You paint my face. You put me in this tiny dress, and I don't even have the right kind of bra. And you make me wear these heels. I am tired, I am sweaty, and you want me to go in there in a dark, dirty room full of strangers and talk to one? What's wrong with you? Fine. But you gotta give me a shot first.
Okay, Steve, we're going to come a little closer in case you wiggled out of focus because you were doing a little wiggling, which was part of your thing. Looks like it's probably okay.
Should I not?
I would skip it or minimize it. That's kind of the idea of minimum movement is you'd still do it, but there was probably about 50% less you could have done, and you did minimize it, but get right on the mark.
Should I just avoid it altogether?
No, you don't have to avoid it altogether, but just simplify it, since we're in a close-up now.
Simplify it.
Here we go, especially since we're not trying to match continuity. If we're trying to match continuity, you would do whatever you did on the wide, and they would just not be able to use the close-up for that. But no, since we're not matching continuity, go for that. Say he looks like Andy Richter with Down syndrome.
Andy Richter.
Say he looks like Andy Richter with a chemical burn.
He looks like Andy Richter with chemical burn.
He just working it. Here we go. And action.
You want me to do what? So let me get this straight. You paint my face, you put me in this tiny dress, and I don't even have the right kind of bra, and these heels, and I am sweaty and tired, and you want me to go in there and talk to a stranger? He looks like Andy Richter with a chemical burn. No. Fine. You gotta give me a shot first.
Good job. Switch out.
Did I say the right name? I couldn't remember.
No, it's good. It's good. You know who Andy Richter is?
No.
Just took a shot at him. Okay. He's Conan O'Brien's co-host. Marker. Relax your shoulders a little, long neck. And action.
What? What have you done? You know, I was once a little girl, rejected, abandoned, physically and verbally abused, hated. I was once bullied. But you know what I said? When I grow up, I'm gonna be there for the kids. Now get back there and tell him that we're not giving up this building over my dead body.
And just in case, because some of you guys that are going for drama, I would recommend you actually have teed up for really good comedy, because it's just dramatic enough that it's straight comedy, but it's maybe not so dramatic that you're actually getting your dramatic piece. That's kind of why I threw you a joke. I would throw you a joke too, because I think you could actually go both ways with it. It'd be a little drama or comedy. Say, when you're talking about the girl was abused, say paid. Say paid to ride a Bengal tiger that almost ripped her face off. Paid to ride a Bengal tiger that almost ripped.
What is a Bengal tiger?
It's a tiger. But it's more funny because it's a specific Bengal tiger. It's a tiger. Paid to ride a tiger. Paid to ride a tiger that almost ripped her face off.
When will I say that?
Say, paid to ride a tiger that almost ripped her face. Say where you're talking about the ways that she was downtrodden.
I actually didn't understand this.
Take it again and we'll get it. Take it again. Here we go. Very quiet, everybody. And action.
What? What have you done? You know, I was once a little girl, rejected, abandoned, physically and verbally abused. I was bullied.
Right there. So back it up to physically and verbally abused. Lashed to a Bengal tiger and paid to let it clot.
I don't know how to say it.
Just look at her and say it after me. Look Jennifer right in the eyes. Lashed to a Bengal tiger.
Lashed to a Bengal tiger.
Paid to let it clot.
Say it again.
Paid to let it clot.
Paid to let it claw me.
Then they never gave me the money.
Then they never gave me the money.
Now say it all as well.
Sorry, I don't know how to say it.
Lashed to a Bengal tiger.
Yes.
then paid to let it clot.
Okay.
They never gave me the money.
Lash the Bengal tiger and claw me and rip me apart and never paid me.
You're good.
I don't know how to say it.
Go on. Keep your feet where they're at. The right, Jennifer. Lashed to a Bengal tiger, paid to let it claw at me, and then they never gave me the money. Lashed to a Bengal tiger.
Lash to a Bengal tiger and let it go to claw me and paid the tiger to rip me apart. What?
Say it again. You got lashed to a Bengal tiger. Well, lashed to a Bengal tiger, paid to let it claw at me, then they never gave me the money. Go.
Lash to a Bengal tiger. Lash to a Bengal tiger. Paid to let it claw me. And never paid me. And that's it.
Good. Good. You got. I mean, now you have a joke you can put in the middle of it.
Okay.
It's funny. It's really funny. If you lead me away into like, oh, this is supposed to be dramatic, and think of the person watching, guys, for 25 seconds. I'm kind of like, whatever. Then I hear, lashed to a Bengal tiger. Huh? Paid to let it claw me. What? And you want to wake these people up. Give them a little caffeine, you know? Here we go. Good job. Switch it out. Who's next? I'm starting to think Kate's going.
Oh, does anyone need to go? Okay.
I didn't have much of a sense of humor, but at the very least, you look up from your phone in your situation. Okay.
Right here, Ryan?
There we go. All right, we're still rolling. Keep your feet right where they are. Nice long neck, Kate. Relax all the muscles in your face. Here we go. And action.
Are you done yet? You can stop. Stop it. I'm not going to fight with you. This isn't a fight. It was a great idea you had. Just give me the keys. I'll go get my stuff. Like you said. It'll take me 20 minutes. And then you don't have to see me anymore. Are you happy? You got me to jump.
Try and go bold. I'm just going to let you do whatever you just think a good funny make-em-up would be. Throw in a funny make-em-up.
It's the one time I'm not funny.
Just try for a place. How do you know this person you're talking to? How do you know?
He's always wanted to be my ex-boyfriend for about 6 weeks. And it's come to a head.
That's a funny line right there. Say you've always wanted to be my ex-boyfriend for about 6 weeks. Start with that. Action.
Your timing's impeccable. You've been on a dash to the finish line to be my newest ex-boyfriend for a whole 6 weeks. You happy now? You can stop this. I know you better than anyone, so don't threaten me. That was a great idea you had. I'll get it done. You're busy. Just give me the key. I'll get my stuff, like you said. It'll take me 22 and a half minutes. I'll lock the door behind me, leave the key in the mailbox. Oh, I'm sorry, your mother's mailbox. And you get the gift of not having to see me anymore. Isn't that what you want?
In hindsight, 2020, choked me harder, wasn't it, with safety?
Just in there? You've been on a dash to the finish line for about... No, you listen to me. You've been on a dash to the finish line for about 6.5 weeks to be my newest ex-boyfriend. You know I have 3 other boyfriends. Just give me the key, and I'll go get my stuff like you want. Weren't you the one that told me you didn't have any relationship skills? Yeah, choke me harder wasn't the best safe word, sir. It'll take 20 minutes.
And by the way, it's a common courtesy when you're fisting someone up to your elbow to take your wristwatch off.
The whole thing, Ryan, or just...
Say that one. Still at it.
And by the way, it's a common courtesy when you're fisting someone up to your goddamn elbow to take your Rolex off.
No, hold on, jump back on the mark. You added too much flair.
I know.
Just throw it away. By the way, it's a common courtesy. This is an old joke I used to do in my stand-up. So I'm giving you an old joke. I know it plays this way. If you say, it's a common courtesy, I'd say, what time is it? You have to check the time in a second. What time is it? I lost my watch. To me, it's a common courtesy to take a wristwatch off when you're fisting someone up to your elbow. What time is it?
By the way, can I'm there. Yeah? Okay. By the way, it's a common courtesy to take your wristwatch off when you're fisting someone up to your skeevy elbow.
Going at it one more time. Going at the adjective. It'll be funny that way. Giving you.
I got something to try. Can I try it?
Road tested, kid.
Okay.
That worked in a parking lot.
By the way, I'll take the Rolex as a parting gift. You left it in my pussy.
There's no way to go. That is another way to go. Good for you.
Are we done yet?
Good. All right, who's next? Who else
I'm
we
gonna
got?
bow out. See
He's
everybody
like,
next week.
We fucking offended him home.
No. I gotta get up at 5 o'clock.
Oh no, good man. Yes, go on your rep, but next week is sign up week. Everyone come to sign up. It'll be sold out for sure. Who's next? Who hasn't gone yet? We got Billy. One, two. Who else? 2 more? Let's do it. One of you 2. Here we go. Still rolling. Helps me to not have to sync them, but let's go. We're burning footage here. We're only gonna have 1 card for tomorrow if we burn too much. Let's roll. Where is everybody? Here we go. All right. Here we go. Looking at Billy. Let's see. Then Billy, you're the last one to go. You're next. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Hang tight. Don't be nervous. Now everyone's nervous what weird shit I'm gonna make them say. Well, that gives it an energy. I'm starting to be convinced that some oddball statements, they're tough because they got to be PG-13. You don't want them to offend. I don't know if you can say the P word in PG-13, but I think Kate can say it. I don't think a guy can say it. All right, that looks good, but don't be careful bobbling your head too much because I'm right at the top of the frame. I'm going to play it safer. Okay. Here we go. And action.
Why won't you notice me? Every day I train and still nothing. I call every week and it's the same answer every time. Stop ghosting me and give me a straight answer. I just want to follow my dreams, okay? What more do you want from me? Why won't you notice me? Every day I train and still nothing. Every week I call you and you give me the same answer every time. Stop ghosting me and give me a different answer. I just want to follow my dreams, okay? I'm tired of being ignored, okay?
Who is this person? Keep your feet with her. Don't sit to it. Look at Billy in the eyes.
Yeah.
Who is this person to you?
I'm tired of
Who are you talking to? How do you know?
I'm talking to a person in my life who I'm trying to get an opportunity with somebody.
It's like taxi driver. There's a part that when we taxi driver
Yeah.
where Robert De Niro goes, June is the month that brings you and Mom's birthday or anniversary, or maybe just Dad's birthday, but it's Mother's Day. Either way, I'm sending you a card to let you know I'm well. And you realize how out of touch Robert De Niro's character is. It's like, it's not Mother's Day in June. It's either their birthday or Dad's birthday or your birthday. He's so, like, that vague answer makes me go, who are you talking to? Like, it just changes dynamics. So try to, and we can go with sirens because that'll be interesting in the cut. That'll work to an extent. It's not too loud. But try to, let's zero in. Would this be boyfriend?
No, this is like somebody I'm trying to get an opportunity with, like.
Okay.
It's our film director, Ryan.
Okay, try, say. Yeah, say, now I'm thinking stuff that's probably rated R. Say, I would put my labia on a hot dog bun and take a bite out of it for this opportunity. So the girls are making a face, so don't say that. Say, I would put my index finger, I would roll my index finger in a pretzel and take a bite out of it for this opportunity. No, it's not funny though. So you soften it up. Who else has got ideas? Oh shit, I could have got my fire truck shot. Who else has got ideas?
Drive to Summerlin and Henderson in the same day.
I would commute on the 405 for this opportunity. That'll work. Oh, that'll work. Try that. One more time. That actually is going to hit with people. Say, I would commute on the 405.
Twice.
I would commute on the 405 for this opportunity and live in Torrance. You don't know LA, that's funny. And action.
Why won't you notice me? Every day I train and still nothing. I call you every week and still the same answer every time. I will commute on 405 twice a day just for this opportunity. Just please stop ghosting me and give me the straight answer. I just want to be noticed. What more do you want from me?
Say, I will commute on the 405.
Okay. I will commute on the 405 for this opportunity.
Don't say the 405 like you're brand new.
Okay.
Say the 405.
Okay.
They have this 405. People in LA don't say 405, they say the 405. No one ever says the Hollywood Freeway. They say 101. What's the 405? Is that like the third name? San Diego Freeway? I would not know what the fuck you're talking about.
Okay.
Okay, so the 405 and action.
I will commute on the 405 for this opportunity.
That was good, actually. That was good. That was good. Use that. That last one, I'm going to make that the last one on your reel so that you use that last one. That was funny. Billy, jump in. Last person to go. Yeah, that doesn't seem funny to you, but the 405 is the shittiest freeway in the world. It's actually the busiest freeway in the world. And it intersects with the second
stand in
busiest
for me.
freeway in the world.
Yeah, someone stand in.
No, the 405 is the second. The 101's the busiest freeway in the world. Because the 101 runs to San Francisco, too. Not good places to be at rush hour.
No, it's not. Especially when they drop it from 4 down to 2 down to 1. You're like, oh crap.
Okay. Fast and Furious might not have gone so well.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, here we go. Play it nice and safe with the movement, Billy, because I got a gray frame, but I'm playing it close here. Okay,
Copy.
Very quiet, please, everybody. And action.
Another failure, but still moving forward. I am this close, and you're preventing me from getting through that door. I've been rich. I wish I could be rich. It's the ones that you're preventing me from getting in there for. I wish I could no longer be poor. I wish I could no longer be hungry. But I am starving for this. So I don't care if I have to go through you to get to that goddamn Goliath that's in there. So am I knocking hard enough?
Good, bro. Take it one more time. I don't want to mess it up. I like your route. Take it one more time.
Another failure, but still moving forward. I wish I could be as rich as the people that you're preventing me from getting in there, in that room. I am so hungry. I am starving. I've been poor my whole life. So I don't care if I have to go through you to get to that goddamn Goliath that's in there. Now, am I knocking hard enough?
Good job. That's a wrap, everybody. Good job, guys. Good. Next week, sign up week. We'll
There's
be
a
back
clear
in the
line between the two
classroom
of
right
us.
over there.
I'm an officer of the law who protects and serves people, while you're nothing but an officer of confusion and destruction. I've seen your games, and I've seen that shit you pulled at the club last night. And that bribery you took, I want to make sure the chief knows about it. So say goodbye to your badge.
Now, on something like that, I will say this, and since you're the first one to go, I'll let you go again. When you stop, you're in a shitty medium shot. When you move, you're in a dynamic moving shot. When you stop, you're in a shitty medium shot. Like, I would never frame a medium shot the way you just stopped there. This is just a layover to moving again. I wouldn't even ever stop moving on this whole shot.
Okay.
That's kind of the nature of moving shots.
Gotcha.
Moving shots work because they're moving. Stationary shots, I would be differently approaching it differently. Okay, so let's try that again. That was a little trial run. One thing I will say is actually, you know what? I hate to say it, but you know what's going to make it a little better? Let's have the person who's talking start on this side. So here's a correction, guys. The person who's talking is going to start on this side.
Right there.
And I think, if I'm not mistaken, that's going to put you in a better position as far as the microphone goes. And then come a little bit closer, I believe, a tiny bit. Yeah, that's where your crispy focus is going to be. So everyone clock that. Okay, so here we go. Another thing I'll say is, don't ever think you have to project like theatrically, but swallowing your lines, I wouldn't do either. I think if you're talking to someone walking at this distance, you talk a little louder than that while you're moving in real life. Just talk at the volume you'd want to talk to have Billy hear it, and I'll hear it just fine. But if you talk lower than Billy could hear it, I might not hear it.
Gotcha.
In the best way possible. Okay, here we go. Here we go. So we're going to do 2 in a row, then the next person jumps in, and 2 in a row. Here we go. And action.
There's a fine line between the two of us. I'm an officer of the law who serves and protects people, while you're nothing but an officer of control and destruction. You see, I've been covering your ass for way too long, and I'm sick and tired of playing your bullshit games. What you did at the class night was not cool, and I'll make sure the chief knows about it, so you can kiss your badge goodbye.
And you got one more. A couple quick corrections. And by the way, this is very difficult. Many of you will be using that locked off close-up more than this, unless you heed these warnings. You got too far away at the end, you went too far, you had to boom shadow. You crossed in front of Billy, and I lost 80% of your performance just being too close to the camera.
Okay, so
So you want to make the person you're talking to cross in front of you.
Gotcha.
And don't feel bad about it. Just, you'll fix 80% of the battle here for you is I cross behind Billy. The tricky part is your guys are running both sides of this. So you are used to doing it one way from doing it that way. Yeah. But if there's one thing I know, it's don't get used to doing anything.
Right.
That's getting used to doing something's kind of antithetical to acting. Because once you're used to it, the audience is bored of it anyway.
It's true.
Here we go. All right, so, and 3, 2, 1, action.
There's a fine line between two of us. I'm an officer of the law who serves and protects the people, while you're nothing but an officer of control and chaos. See, I've been covering your ass for way too long, and I'm sick and tired of playing your bullshit games. Listen, I have all the evidence I need for the chief to know about you, so you can kiss your badge goodbye.
Good. Since you were the first victim, I'm gonna let you go straight away. I'm not even gonna call these guys. When I say do it twice, you're just gonna do it twice, and then do it again, and then jump out, and the next person goes. You're getting this second take because what dropped over there, it's no big deal. It sounded distinctly like a bag of popcorn falling in a movie theater to me, which is a weird sound in here. Okay.
Inside, just other way around.
Yeah, you want to cross on the outside. But by the way, guys, after this one, I'm going to leave you on your own devices. And when you watch it, go, how come you only see me from the nose down and I'm out of focus? Oh, yeah, I was supposed to cross behind. How come I'm out of focus when I stood over there? Oh, because I was too far away from the camera. You'll start to figure all that stuff out, and then you'll realize the value of instructions. Okay.
So for this one,
here we go.
And outside.
Here we go. Yeah, I just do outside both times.
Okay, outside both times. Gotcha.
Yeah, it's always outside. Here we go. And last one, and then we're jumping in. 3, 2, 1, action.
There's a fine line between the two of us. I'm an officer of the law who serves and protects the people, while you're nothing but an officer of control and chaos. See, I've been covering your ass for way too long, and I'm sick and tired of playing your games. And that shit you pulled last night at the club, I was uncalled for. I know everything about you, man. I got all the info I need. And I'm turning you in.
Go.
Ouch!
It's your badge of honor.
Is that a ring, or do you just not know how?
No, it
your
just
own
hurt.
strength? Okay, here we go. Here we go. And action.
What? What have you done? You know, I was once a little girl, rejected, abused, hated, unloved. I was bullied. And you know what I said? When I grow up, I'm gonna be there for those kids. So get out there and tell him that I'm not giving up this building over my dead body.
Okay, good. Let's try it again. There's a few sound bites in there. Really just talk to him. You're projecting. You're not loud because you're mad enough to be that loud, and you're not being that loud so he can hear you, so it seems a little phony. So you either need to get madder or you need to get quieter. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I'm supposed to be sad and mad.
Who says you're supposed to be anything? But if you were going for sadness, you didn't go in that direction with this take. Go for it on the next series of close-ups. Okay, here we go. And I wouldn't do that. What you just did.
Sorry.
You just said, let me wear the sad mask. Mask.
No,
Million
I was
hires
just
a mask.
trying to...
Listen, you went to Now you're here with someone who's going to help you. Stop putting on, you just said it's supposed to be sad, and right before I was about to roll, you just went, and just started putting on the sad mask. That's not even what sad about to happen looks like. You know what sad about to happen looks like? It just gets real quiet, and you just start to see someone's eyes get a little watery, and then they start trying not to cry, and then the dam breaks because the emotion's so raw and real. If you try to cry, it will be comedic, or it might be monstrous, but it won't be effective. So try to do anger, because that's the direction you were going in, but just support that volume with the anger, or talk to him like Billy's right in front of you. Just talk to Billy. We'll get you sorted out. It's just going to take a lot longer than you think, because you've damaged yourself with bad training. Most people damage themselves with bad training, guys. I don't even get to train people. You know what I do? I clean up other people's pigsties. Here we go.
So should I start from there?
No.
Okay.
Well, you can. Yeah, actually, no. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, we did change that. Yeah, you're right.
Thank you.
We did. Okay. Here we
So
go.
here, from the outside, and then coming back inside.
Yeah.
No, outside.
Both
It's always
outside now?
outside. It's always outside.
Got it.
Here we go. And action.
What? What have you done? You know, I was once a little girl, abused, rejected, unloved, hated. So you know what I said? When I grow up, I'm gonna be there for those kids. Gather the broken hearts, heal their wounds. So you know what? Get back there and tell him that I am not giving up this building over my dead body.
Hate him for it. So here's the thing. You're a little bit lost right now. You're not talking to a human being who's in front of you in a natural way that makes me believe the words you're saying. You're not conveying an emotion that makes me believe you have a real emotion. Those two things are not good. You have a couple nice sound bites in there. I'm trying to fix that. I'm just being blunt because we're rolling. Here we go. And action.
What? What have you done? You know, I was once a little girl. Rejected, abused, unloved, hated. I was bullied. And you know what I said? When I grow up, I'm gonna be there for these kids. So, don't you understand that? Now get back there and tell him that I am not giving up this building over my dead body.
Okay, good. Got better. Let's switch it out. In the future, switch it out. Who's next? Quick as we can. I'll just choose someone and it doesn't go as well unless you jump in.
Who's the partner?
By the way, as we're going forward, sawing your hands through the air, there's a 10-line speech in Hamlet 500 years ago saying, when Hamlet directs the play, do not saw thine hands through the air. He says it 500 years ago. This is always actors. Have you ever once in real life seen someone go, excuse me, I have something I'd like to say?
Well, some people, but that's rare.
It's rare. I mean, you're a rare cat. I don't think I've really ever seen it. I haven't seen much of it. I've seen a lot of weird shit. I haven't seen that particular actor saw the hands through the air thing. But you'll get there. You've got a constellation of bad habits I've outlined. There's some good stuff that pops out. What you do is you fix the bad stuff and you keep doing the good stuff, and over time you get better and better. You don't just keep doing what you're doing, and you'll be fine. Here we go. And sometimes that's the painful part, but to me the painful part is having people go, you're awesome, and you're not actually awesome. You know what I mean? That's what's tough. He's gonna go outside. Here we go. Here we go. But it's awesome that you're trying. By the way, 99.9% of people aren't brave enough to step in front of a camera like this and do jack shit. So you're brave, and that's huge. It's funny how it's like once you're brave enough to do it, then you need that calibration where you're correct enough to do it, and then you've got to have that calibration where you're genius enough to make people inspired to want to work with you. You start shaving down those percentages, it's outrageous that like 0.001% of the population can do this. Which is, by the way, like 0.001% of the population is like what, 100, 300,000 people? There's like 300,000 people that can do this well, that could be movie stars. How many of them live in the right zip codes? How many of them have positioned their lives to where they can do it right? I think IMDb's about right. It's like 5 or 10,000. You're shooting for that 5 or 10,000. Any hangups you have that keep you out of there, ditch them quick. Ditch them quick. Because there were people that were born without those hangups. Sucks, but there's some people where you just turn. Nick was just saying there was that Lifetime movie that your boy made. He just cast an Instagram model who'd never acted a day in his life. He's blowing up. Everyone loves him. He was brilliant in the movie. He's like going to be probably a successful TV actor. Never acted a day in his life. Fucking came out of the package that way. Good for him. It's a fluke. But also, without the training, that might be short-lived. Here we go. Or he might not even like doing it. Here we go. Or he could be the biggest star in the world and never have to try. But that'd be the exception. The cruise rule, right? Okay, here we go. And action.
Thank you for coming outside with me. couldn't stay in there alone any longer. 3 days I've been in there, in that hospital.
I want to cut you.
Okay.
Back to me the whole time, wandering 5 feet off your mark. So that's okay. It's just a more precise movement than that. Everyone clock that, because this is the last person I'm going to save from that. Last person I'm going to save from that. And it's fine. Don't beat yourself up about that. It was going in an interesting direction. Here we go. Staying right in it, guys, and action.
Thank you for coming outside with me. I just couldn't stay in there anymore. 3 days I've been in that hospital with my brother. 3 days. The doctors keep telling me he's okay and he'll come out of his coma soon, but I don't know what I'm going to do without him. I got to get back inside. He'll need me when I get in there. Let's get it back inside.
Okay, take it again. Did the same thing with your blocking, and you're also doing. You're singing this, meaning you're kind of going, here's the way that I'm saying it so that you understand. And what that looks like on camera is like, Buddy from Charles in Charge. Charles, you gotta come help me out at the restaurant with these twins. That guy had a way of saying lines where every line came out the same way. It was a big pile of shit. It's a total shit show. I don't know what he's doing now. He never got past Charles in Charge.
He's a cruise director.
Cruise director? That sounds
Willie
like he
Ames.
was mercifully spared from a worser fate. And that's almost too high a post for Buddy. I remember, okay, he's a cruise director. This guy was on Charles in Charge. If you're from the 80s, Charles in Charge is a great opportunity to do something else. Like, I don't know if it's really as legendary now, but plenty of people could have launched, that aircraft carrier would have launched a career, you know. Why wasn't Buddy up for Marty McFly in Back to the Future? He was on a sitcom at the exact same time Michael J. Fox was. He just sucked, and Spielberg could tell. And it has to do with, you know, it's that trying to do the acting with the voice. So you got a guy right in front of you. Just talk to him. Are you looking at your monologue right now? That's not helping him. Here we go. Here we go. And just have fun with it. Just talk to the guy. And then you'll notice if all you're really paying attention to is just do an equidistant arc to that dot over there, you almost can't go wrong. Because that's going to take all your attention off the voice acting anyway. Here we go. And just talk to him. And action.
Thanks for coming outside with me. I just couldn't stay in there any longer. 3 days I've spent in that hospital. 3 days. The doctors keep telling me he's going to be okay, but I don't know what I'll do if he doesn't make it. I just don't know what I'll do if he doesn't make it. But I've got to get back inside, so come on with me, please, back inside.
9 day better.
Oh, good.
Definitely took a step in the right direction.
Yeah, but it wasn't.
When you get to your close-up, no, you can even take it down a notch too, because you're still hitting those T's and those D's and those nice, polite, like the words have the ending of a letter.
Yeah, that's me.
Take it down, because it comes off as too pedantic on camera. Or at least ease off on it. Any energy that's going there, you can release it. Here we go. Who's next?
I'll go.
All right. Here we go. And, okay, come a little bit forward and watch that shadow. Look down and you'll see the shadow.
That white dot. See, that white dot.
There's so many white dots.
Was it? There's an old famous quote from an actor who said, hit your mark and look the other guy in the eye and tell him the truth. That's, in a way, that's a pretty good summary of film acting. The thing he's leaving out, though, is like, and don't fold under pressure, and do get an agent, and this and that. I mean, there's a lot more to it than that, but between action and cut, there is a lot of just awesome. Do clap. Okay. Here we go. And action.
You lost the key? How could you lose the key? I watched you put it in your pocket. You had one responsibility, Alex, just one. What are we gonna do now? We're gonna have to break into our own shop. Landlord's gonna kill us, man. Like, I really wish you would just take responsibility for one thing in your life. I know Dad told me to take care of you, and I'm trying my best, I'm trying. But you're testing my patience here, man, and I don't have a lot left.
Good. Don't get quite so far away. Good one. Here we go. Going again immediately. Keep it in a little closer range. Everybody settled. We're going to run through these and going again immediately on everybody. And whoever's next, get your partner and get on deck. And action.
You lost the key? How could you lose the key? I watched you put it in your pocket. Alex, you had one responsibility. Oh, man, what are we gonna do now? We're gonna have to break into our own shop. The landlord's gonna kill us. I really wish you would just take responsibility for at least one thing in your life. Look, I know Dad told me to take care of you. And I'm trying, man, I'm really trying. But you're testing my patience here, and I don't have much left.
Okay, good. Who's next? We'll make one correction. It worked out. For some reason, you stayed in focus, but you did get
I didn't go all the way here, right?
You did get a little further away. In general, your arc was about 2 feet out from where I would normally want to see it. But I've got the focus set to where if you go too far back, you'll stay in pretty well. So it's not that you were out of focus. It's just you'll have to be more aggressive about blowing it up if you want a close up. Okay, here we go. And action.
I can't believe that you're here. I'm so excited to see you. I really never thought that I would see you again. You don't understand what this means to me. I love you so much. I love you.
Okay, then restart over here.
Okay.
And some of you guys, it's tough to motivate movement like this because it is a little bit of pacing, guys. Try to psychologically motivate the movement. If you're going to leave this shot up for any longer than a line or two, you're going to want to motivate the movement more with your psychology. You guys had a little bit more of that because it seemed like we're squaring off with each other, and I can't stop moving because I'm pissed at this guy. It's trickier with love. So you're going to want to play some more proximity to him. You're going to want to connect to him a little bit more second circle. And yeah, your boyfriend's right here. It's a fucking tango. You just be Scarface in the corner going like, yeah, she's leaving with me. You know what I mean? And that's basically how this works. Okay, here we go. And 3, 2, 1, action.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to see you. I did not ever think that this was gonna happen again. You don't understand. I love you so much. I love you.
Good. That was much better on the proximity. That made the movement work for this. Love's a tricky one for this. I think you might have skipped some stuff. You're going to want to expand on that in your close-up.
Okay.
Because in a way, you're just declaring the love, which would make it almost too short of a clip. Give something a little bit more specific. Jump in, whoever's next. That specific becoming the universal, guys. Love's a very universal thing, but we access it through the specific. You know what I mean? Someone's specific love story will touch you. Even though it has nothing, like, everyone loves The Notebook. That's so damn specific. It's like,
It's not even
I go
real.
outside.
it's the 1950s and everyone loves The Notebook. Have you ever had anything like that happen to you? But it's very specific, isn't it? You know what love stories you don't love? Those generic, like,
I love those. Titanic.
you love Titanic's very specific. That's a specific thing that happened.
I love all of them.
But I don't love the love stories where it's just like, yay, we're in love and it's New York and it's autumn. And it's called Autumn in New York. and there's not much else going on. It's autumn and it's New York. You know, the specifics, so you can expand on that. Okay, here we go. And action.
David, listen to me. You are not listening to me. They have another guy in there, okay? Another hand model. I don't know where he came from. He's local. He's from LA or some shit. His name's Justin. But they said they want me to teach this guy, and I need to find out if they're going to give me a better rate. You need to call somebody. You're my agent. Do that. Call somebody.
Good.
I fucking went inside on that one.
You're doing all right. You crowd me a little bit.
Up higher.
Find that
Gotcha.
right balance.
Gotcha.
If it helps you guys, just think in terms of depth of field. It's like if this was basketball, there'd really be like a foot and a half piece of paint right around there, and you want to just keep it in the paint. Okay, here we go. And action.
David, listen to me, okay? Listen to me. They have another guy in there, all right? Another hand
Let's
model.
take it one more time. I got a little jammed up on my position here. Good. And he's using it a little bit faster, which is okay, because he's a little more amped up. Depends on your piece. It's okay to go this fast. If some of you guys wanted to go faster, you can. I just got to get a little battened down for that. Okay. Here we go, and action.
David, listen to me, okay? There's another guy in there right now, another hand model. I don't know where he came from. He's local. His name's Justin. I don't know. But I need you to call Mona. You have to find out if she's going to give me a better rate for this shit, because I'm not going to just teach this guy everything I know. That's not going to happen. I've been doing this job for 4 years, and what, they're just going to replace me on the last day? On the last day of the shoot, they're going to get rid of me? He's there every shot. Every shot, he's in there. So call Mona. Find out what the hell the deal is.
Okay, good. Let's keep it going. Who's next? And anything you were frustrated with, we'll dial it in on the close-up. And then use the parts of this that are good, and use the parts of the close-up that are good. And when none of that's good, cut to yourself on a horse. Cut to yourself running in slow motion on the beach.
Popular guy.
Think Michael Bay. Michael Bay will just cut to Will Smith's shirt unbuttoned, running in slow motion at any point of a Bad Boys movie. Even with geography, he was in a car right before that, and then he's running with his shirt unbuttoned in slow motion. You go, where'd he park the Ferrari?
Exactly.
How come he's running now? He had a Ferrari, now he's running?
He did that in the third
You'd be surprised we can get away with. Okay, here we go. And action.
Stop. Stop it. I won't fight with you. This isn't a fight. I think the best thing to do is for you to give me the keys. I'll just go get my shit like you want. It'll take 20 minutes and you won't have to see me anymore. Are you happy you made me jump this high?
Good. Say it again. Try not to get hemmed up and stop over there. And see this? We're forgetting that this black dot is where your left foot goes over here. You guys have seen enough people blow that mark by 3 feet that now you think that's normal. When you blow it by 3 feet, that light breaks into the lens, creates a lens flare, and you're critically out of focus in a weird place with a lens flare. So don't do it. If you want to watch the monitor, stand back there and watch someone when they blow that, and you'll go, oh, I don't want to do that. Here we go. Nice long neck, relax it, keep your feet moving. Try to psychologically motivate the moves, even though they're a little strange. And action.
Stop. Stop it. I will not fight with you. This isn't a fight. I think the best thing to do is you can just give me the keys and I'll go get my shit like you want. It'll take me 20 minutes and you won't have to see me anymore. You happy you made me jump this high?
Okay, good. Who's next? Jump on in. 2 rows here. It'll all sort itself out. The good news is if you get little snippets at this point, you're in good shape. 10 7-second snippets is 10 seconds longer than your reel needs to be. And 7 seconds is, not long or short. You'll get some 12s, you'll get some 4s, you'll get some where you go, I just like my smile on that whole shoot. That's all I'm using. Over a long enough period of time, you'll be happy.
Are you saying it's okay to add some of the action stuff, like talk about the horse riding? So if you have clips that aren't specifically your face acting, it's okay to cut that in randomly?
There's interesting possibilities now with this face replacement stuff. I saw some kid replace his face onto John Wick in a pretty convincing way with software that costs like $99 for the trial version or whatever. I'm just saying, like one of those helmets in The Martian or something. Matt Damon's like, there's a hole in my suit, and you're like, I'll fix it. And, I don't know. I mean, that's not that crazy.
I'm saying like in the real, like let's say with the random horse riding scenes, where you can feel like a decent amount.
I'm not saying go ride a horse to get some B-roll. I'm saying whatever B-roll you got.
Right.
It could be a motorcycle. It could just be walking. It could be anything. Here we go. And action.
You want me to do what? So let me get this straight. You paint my face, you put me in a dress, with the bra that doesn't work. You make me wear these heels. I am tired. It is past my bedtime, and you want me to go in there and dance with a stranger? What's wrong with you? Okay. Buy me a shot.
Good. You're sick it again. Got a jet flying over. We'll hold for that. See, you were just talking about being shorter, and I actually think this shot looks particularly well. I like this shot very well. Yeah, all the things you complain about will invariably be the reasons why you end up getting cast and stuff. You're like, oh, I think I'm this or I think I'm that. Well, if you're right, that's what's going to get you cast. Do you think Danny DeVito's big breakout was One Floor of the Cuckoo's Nest? And also, he was Michael Douglas's, we gotta wait for that too. He was Michael Douglas's roommate in college. Michael Douglas wanted to play the Jack Nicholson part because his dad, Kirk Douglas, bought the play and was gonna play the part. Michael Douglas caught his dad off guard, bought the play, and said he was gonna cast his dad in it. Fucked over his own father, cast Jack Nicholson. But the one guy he didn't fuck over was his roommate from college, who was a weird little fucker named Danny DeVito, because he goes, Danny DeVito will be perfect in a mental hospital. That's my roommate from college, man. So there you go. I mean, and then think of all the Michael Douglas movies that came that led Danny DeVito to getting his own series. There's a lot of Michael Douglas movies after fucking that, where he's into Romancing the Stone, all that shit. That's before Taxi. Then he's Danny DeVito. He doesn't need Michael Douglas anymore. Now he's one of the biggest directors in the world, too. Go figure.
I'm just talking to you, Jim.
Here we go. And action.
You want me to do what? Let me get this straight. You paint my face. You put me in this dress that I don't have the right bra for.
Go again. I was in the wrong spot. Go for it. There we go. And action.
You want me to do what? Okay, let me get this straight. You paint my face. You put me in a tiny dress that I don't have the right bra for. You make me wear these shoes. I am tired. It is past my bedtime. I am sweaty, and you want me to go in there, that loud, dirty room full of strangers, and talk to one? Dance with one? Fine. But give me a shot first.
Good job. Switch it out. Who's next? Switch it out. Doing good. Yeah, when in doubt, guys, study how people made it that you think shouldn't have made it. It's always interesting. Like, think of how many pro wrestlers wanted to be giant movie stars. How did The Rock become the biggest movie star? Why isn't he Gary the Hitman Hart? You know, Gary the Hitman Hart in his wrestling days was a lot bigger deal than The Rock ever was. You guys from the 80s remember Gary the Hitman Hart? Bret the Hitman Hart, right. Bret the Hitman Hart, right. Hard to even remember his name. But Bret the Hitman Hart was a big deal. He has like a Netflix documentary that made me think of him. He's like just living in an apartment now. No big movie deal.
Roddy Piper made it, the John Carpenter movie.
Yeah, Roddy Piper did. I mean, what's the difference with those guys? I've studied that. What did they do right? What did they do wrong? How did they conduct themselves? What zip code did they live in?
So I walk on the outside of her, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Here we go. And action.
Why won't you notice me? Every day I train and still nothing. Every day I reach out to you and still nothing. Stop ghosting me and give me a straight answer. What more do I have to do for you to notice me?
You got a little more time on the board. You can expand it for your close-up. Stay a little bit closer.
There.
Not so much on that end, but it's in the middle. You drifted away, and then you get a little closer over there. Another thing, guys, is don't look down at your feet on this one, especially because there's no marks anyway. You know what I mean? You're doing a proximity mark, which is maintaining a consistent proximity to the camera. That's something you'll get better at, or maybe everyone has their own relationship to proximity, right? Like there's some people that like can't park their car very well because they're weird about proximity. Other people just don't even give a shit and they're really good at it. You'll know where you're at with proximity stuff, and it's probably something you're born with. Maybe you can develop it a little bit, but just try to be more about the proximity to the camera and less about I'm looking at my feet. And all you gotta remember is you're on the outside of the other person, not looking at your feet, and don't go so far over there. Here we go. And then get the acting right. Hand action.
Why won't you notice me? I train 4 to 5 times a day and still nothing? Stop ghosting me and give me a straight answer. I just want to do this.
Stand by, we're gonna hold for play. And just looking at her, have fun. And action.
Why won't you notice me? I train almost every day and still nothing. I reach out to you every week and you give me the same answer every time. Just please stop ghosting me and give me a straight answer. I just want to be noticed. Can you give me that? What more do I gotta do to get noticed?
Good job. It was like night and day. It's like my basketball rap worked. Okay, good. Who's next? Night and day. You just got out of your own way. That's half of this. Who hasn't gone yet? Is everybody gone?
I'm not in.
Okay, jump on in. I think, we still got Billy. We still got Billy's.
Byron.
Right?
Byron.
Then we're moving.
You're over here now.
Yeah. Okay. Who are you reading with, Byron? Billy, jump in here.
Yeah.
So I think you're the last two to go on this angle. Then we're going to do close-ups. Okay.
Got it.
Here we go. All these little mysteries unravel themselves, guys. You'll be fine. Take a little step closer. You got that boom shadow. Not closer, further in me. Okay, there we go. That's perfect. That's where you want to head. Looks nice. Okay, here we go. And action.
I came across something so scandalous today, I had to share it with somebody. If I share this information with you, I trust you more than anyone in the world. And if I share this information with you, we could both be killed if it leaks out. I know you know the seriousness of the situation. That's it.
Good. Jump back in. Try to get a little more flow with the speech. By the way, through the middle, you're the first person to really take advantage of the full movement of the shot by not getting too far away from me. Most of you guys have been getting so far away from me through the middle, you don't get the drama of the movement. And if you guys take your time when you see the raw footage post and you watch this one, you'll go, oh, that's what that looks like. Some of you guys are watching Wonder, you go, oh, that looks better. Because he didn't get way too far from me in the middle. You did get too far from me over here. And there was a certain amount of, I'm not sure where I'm going with this. Just commit to it. You know exactly what this is all about. That was just the same thing. Your nerves are getting in your way. You're running interference on yourself. All right, here we go. And action.
I had something so scandalous happen today that I have to talk to somebody about it. I've always trusted you as my best friend and best in the world. If we leak this information, we both could be killed. And I will need you to understand the seriousness of our situation. That's it.
I like your that's it. The that's it's funny at the end of it because you're like, I've said what I needed to say. But it's also, I don't know if you were looking at the lens or not. Some of those, you see how interesting you are. Watch all the raw footage. You'll see how interesting you are when you drop the act a little bit and you come through. And then sometimes you'll hate yourself when you look at raw footage. The part of you that hates yourself is a part of you that hates that you're bullshitting. And then you'll notice when you didn't even know the camera was rolling and they're about to roll, you go, oh, I like me. And then you start acting and you go, I hate me. But you hate the two-dimensional front you're putting on. You like you. Or theoretically you do. More than the front. Here we go. And action.
I came across something so scandalous today.
Billy's
I'm going.
By the way, you were on fire there because he had no pressure. Here we go.
It's like, okay, all right, I'm walking, I'm shutting up.
Yeah, no,
I'm
no.
going.
Here we go.
No, you're on the inside.
Inside.
Yeah,
Here we go. And action.
Another failure, but yet I'm still moving forward, somehow. I am this close right now, and you're preventing me from getting inside. I don't care if I have to go through you to knock hard enough for them to hear me. I've been hungry, I've been poor, I've been beaten, and I've been ridiculed. So if I do have to go through you to get to that goddamn Goliath in there, let me test that theory.
Good. Just take it again. Good. Only note I would really have is try to run through it all even a little faster. I like the way it's going. Mainly because it's actually nice. We're doing it. The pauses are nice. Similarly, if it's a little pausey, I would add a bit of music under it.
Yeah.
Because guys, sometimes we're talking about cutting these together into your sizzle reel and taking little pieces out of them. I'm also talking about you guys editing a little 15, 20, 25 second supercharged clip together so that when you dole out your clips, they look like they're from a movie. What you don't want, and not to just pick on Paul Campanella, but after he told me I couldn't film at the place that we rent together, I feel like, fuck you. What you don't really want is this, like, DSLR circa 2011 with a real busted 720p, like 420 color space, and a shot that's a wireframe zoom from across the room into your face until the fucking pixels are just blown. With a 45-second to a minute and a half hold on your monologue with long pauses, and anyone who watches that goes, this is somewhere between a self-tape and bullshit, and no one would ever use this in a movie. Certainly not a movie that ever played a film festival or meant anything to anybody. With this, you kind of want, and that's not just to run him down, he's just remembering what he can from when he was in class. That's almost impressive. He's only done it for 3 months. But what you kind of want to do is cut something together that seems like it has a little cinematic flair, and then people go, well, what was that from? And they start to smell pre-selection. They start to go, other people have selected them to be in stuff that looks pretty cool. Maybe I can select them. I'm seeing what I need from them, I'll select them. Casting directors are afraid to make selections because the easy thing for them to do is say no. Their yeses come to a callback and come through. That's tough because then they're on the line. No takes nothing. No is the easiest decision they can make. It's kind of why you never ask a lawyer for permission to do anything when you work for a TV show, because no's the right answer for them. You never get in any trouble if they say no. You go, oh, can we show this? Can we try to get the rights to this song? No. Why? No. Because maybe it costs too much, or maybe it's hard to make the phone call, or it's just so easy to say no. Yes means work. You know, yes means work for a casting director, so they say no a lot. But they also have to say yes to find the part, so give them a good reason. Here we go. And action.
Another failure, and yet I'm still moving forward somehow. I am this close, and you're preventing me from getting in there. If I have to go through you to get to that goddamn Goliath in there, so be it. I'm not afraid to test that theory. So am I knocking hard enough?
Good job. Okay, now we're gonna do our